What's going on, people? Ben here from Bateman Talks Tottenham, back with another video of my dad Paul.
Hi.
Today is a match reaction of the 2-2 draw against Brentford, which I predicted correct.
You did.
Well, we'll go through our sort of player ratings of the players and see what we thought of the game. Well, we'll start with Vicario, who I thought he made a couple of decent saves, but also was a little bit shaky at times. A couple Lloris sort of esque moments. I reckon I'd give him sort of a 6 out of 10. What about you?
But bear in mind that he was one of 3 players doing their Premier League debut.
Yeah, definitely very true. I thought Destiny Doggy was very good.
Yes,
he was brilliant defensively and brilliant going forwards as well. I'd probably give him a sort of 8 out of 10. What about you?
Yeah, definitely 8.
Yeah, and then go on to Mickey van der Ven. He was very impressive in his debut, wasn't he?
Yeah, again, very young and put in the deep end, but kept afloat very well. Unlucky with their goal. I
think sort of 7 out of 10 roughly what I'd give him. I thought he showed some good moments, a very few shaky moments, but it's understandable when he's not had much of a pre-season and he's been thrown in the deep end in the Premier League. So overall, I thought it was a great first game for him. Obviously, Christian Romero scored the first goal that we got and then had to come off with his concussion straight after. So he did well up until that. We won't really give him a rating because he wasn't really on for long enough.
12 minutes, I think.
Yeah. Sanchez was a weird one. I thought generally he was quite good, but he had a couple of shaky moments. I'd probably give him sort of a 6.5 sort of rating.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
And then who've got Emerson? Emerson was good. Obviously, what a goal! I mean, that was unbelievable. That finish from Emerson, wasn't it?
Brilliant finish.
I mean, when he went to shoot, we all yelled shoot, but I'll be honest, didn't expect it to go in. Other than the goal, I thought he was okay. He wasn't brilliant, but he wasn't terrible. He did have a couple good defensive moments. Maybe could have done a little bit better on one of their goals, stopping the cross. But
perhaps quite fast enough.
Back. And then moving on to the midfield, Oliver Skipp. I thought with Skipp, he didn't do anything particularly bad, but he didn't do anything particularly wrong either.
No, not his best game.
No.
Full of industry as always, but not...
he didn't do anything particularly wrong though either.
Not creative.
So probably sort of a 6 out of 10 probably. And then Bissouma, who's personally my man of the match.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd give him a sort of a 9 out of 10. He
Definitely.
just totally ran the whole game, the whole show, didn't he? He was brilliant. Even his dribbling was good, his passing was good, receiving the ball. Obviously, he made quite a lot of fouls, but he's kind of in that sort of position where he's going to make a lot of fouls. I thought he was a bit lucky to maybe not get another yellow or in the end, but generally I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Obviously, James Maddison as well. He was good, wasn't he?
Yeah, very good.
He was probably, if not, probably our second best player, I'd say.
8.
An 8 out of 10. He was brilliant. Obviously, he's got 2 assists for the goals we scored, and generally he was very good in the game. Then we'll move on to the front line. For Richarlison, I'll be honest, I thought it was quite quiet. I thought he was quiet in the first half, and in the second half he was more involved, but his hold-up play was alright, but when he got the ball, I don't think he was that good.
Didn't really take the chances.
No. I think if that was Harry Kane at striker, I think we might have scored one of his chances today.
Easy to say that, but Harry missed it. Ones here and there.
Yeah, that's true. And then we'll move on to the wide players, Son and Kulusevski. I thought Kulusevski was better, the two of them. However, I don't think either of them had their best showing.
No, they didn't really do what they can do.
No, and obviously Son gave away the penalty in the first half and generally wasn't the best, but...
It looked innocuous at the time, didn't look like much of a foul at all.
But on the replay it looked like more of a penalty, and you can't really complain, it was a...
It happened so quickly.
Yeah, it definitely was a penalty, and we all at the time said, oh, get up, it's not a penalty, but on the replay you can't really argue with it, it was a penalty. Obviously Son's had less minutes in pre-season than a lot of them, so he might still be a bit rusty, but it wasn't his best showing, if I'm honest.
No.
And then we'll move on to the subs, that Ivan Perisic came on. I thought he wasn't really on for that long to do an awful lot, but he looked okay in what he did do.
Yeah.
Sort of probably give him a 6, because he didn't do anything amazing, but he didn't do anything wrong, particularly either. Pape Sarr came on as well. Again, he didn't do anything brilliant, but he wasn't terrible either.
No, good energy.
Yeah, exactly. He brought a bit of energy to the team and sort of fresh legs that kept the ball ticking, so I reckon sort of 6 out of 10. But on the whole, I thought it was a good game for us, and it was a good start. Obviously, it was frustrating to not get the win at the end of the game, but generally, it was a good start, wasn't it?
With almost 70% possession.
Yeah, And Brentford last season beat almost every team in the top 6 at home. So I don't think we can be too discouraged, albeit how a little bit frustrating it is to not win at the end. Who would you say? What was your sort of main takeaway from the game? Would you say?
Well, I mean, it's a great initial experience for those just coming into the side.
Yeah.
And show that what we've got going is going to be very good, and it'll get a lot better once they get used to each other and the system.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, Christian Romero has had that concussion. Is he going to be able to play against Man United? We hope so, but I don't know how that will work with the concussion protocol. Sometimes things happen where they say they can't play for ages, and sometimes it doesn't. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens on that. But anyways, thank you for watching me and my dad and Bateman Talks Tottenham. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, come on you Spurs!